Welcome to the Palm Center. You already know what it is. We are here for the South Beach Showdown where it is going down. I'm Yales. I'm here with you know him, you love him. He's Maestro. He is not Maestro. We don't like him nice. We like him angry. Maestro, how you doing, man?
Yeah, outstanding. I appreciate you picking me up early today because, been reading for the new movie I'm going to be in, Fast and Furious 37, where we're going to go out and get the last pair of adult diaper depends on the
What?
West Coast. So I'm excited about that, but good to be here.
Hey, well, I never went to sleep last night because we are in Miami, which is why I was up early. And man, I was glad to be up as we see Joey Justin's getting things jumped off early here for ATL. Speaking of Joey Justin's, almost single-handedly bringing the AT Aliens back in their last matchup to get to this championship game here in the South Beach Showdown. On the other end of that, Beast of the East coming off of a very close nail biter just to get here and not much of a break. I think we're in for one hell of a championship game here, Maestro.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. And with our starting lineups today, going from with the AT Aliens, with Benjamin Alexander, shooting guard, small forward Joy Justin, you just talked about him, Frey Alexander, point guard, Willie Stiles at power forward, and at center, one person I want to keep my eye on today, Orion Toomey. On the other side, Beast of the East with Jordan Belmont at small forward, Najur Francis, power forward.
Oh, it's freaks. You get it right. It's a freaks. It's okay. It's a freaks.
Freak and a half. Freak and a half. I'm sorry. I'm back. Malachi King, team captain at point guard. Shooting guard, Losi Thomas, who actually having himself a day in at center. Someone else I want to keep an eye on here very carefully is Ahan Waterhouse Jr.
Great call out there on the matchup. We saw you wanted to see Orion Toomey, big time block on someone who was making. He came on late there in Ahan Waterhouse, kind of showing his size off to the scouts that are in the building. Lots of them in the building. You know who else has been balling today, though? That man, Jordan Belmont, the Wolf on Ball Street. You heard it here second. Somebody else said it first, but I'm going to keep it going. He has been an absolute monster this evening, getting whatever he wants, showing his bag work, ball handles. Maestro, before we talk about Jordan Belmont, before we talk about Frey Maxwell, before we talk about Losi Thomas and everyone else that has showed up on both of these teams, all doing their part, how did we get here?
We got here by a series of some very good and very super close games. You talked about earlier Joey Justin single-handedly bringing the AT Aliens in their semifinal game. And let's just face it, AT Aliens, they had a good, strong first game against Latin America. There, Joey Justin's again knocking down the three-point range, 3 for 6 with 16 from deep. 16 points in total. Frey Maxwell showed up for them too. And then, of course, AT Aliens then brought it down. They lost against Beast of the East earlier, so we got a rematch going on here. But what happened in that rematch was Jordan Belmont and Malachi King decided to flip the script and show out on a little taste there. And so that's what brings us now to the rematch here in this championship game. On the other side there, Beast of the East, I'm just going to tell you something right now. They showed mental toughness all day long in terms of not being able to not just being able to hold off Beast of the East, but they really did a defensive dominant game with 40 rebounds against Latin America right before the semifinal game that we just talked about that turned around in the last minute and 47 seconds, telling you that every possession counts. Bad pass, steal, turnover. Southeast Select got no points off that. Beast of the East were then able to score. Southeast Selects come back and they missed 30 seconds left to go in the game. Beast of the East missed. Southeast Select had a chance to tie it up, and they did, but then bad possession by Southeast Select at the very end. Took too much time off the clock, and Beast of the East defense held, and that brought us to this moment right here, right now, Yales.
Hey, and it's been good. You heard Maestro have a lot to say because there was a lot happening. What a hell of a tournament. I mean, Miami's always popping, not always for these reasons, high school prep games, but it has been. And one of the things you pointed out that I want to make sure that I double down on is the mental fortitude of all the kids on both of these teams. I mean, they've had to battle today. We've seen Benjamin Alexander going to work defensively. Trayvon Patrick not really being involved, but coming up with some big plays on the ATL side. Frey Maxwell, Joey Justin's doing exactly what they had to do. Orion Toomey now showing up in this one after he struggled all tournament long. On the other side, like I said, Jordan Belmont going crazy. Najor freak, shit like the freak of the week. You like the shout out to Vicious. Losa Thomas going crazy. Malachi King, Sakreed Miller even showing up hitting some big time buckets, as well as Kyrie Brown and then Tyree Moyer, a name we have not said in a while. And we can talk about what they've done offensively, but it's the timing of those buckets as well as defensive stops when they've been needed.
Always. And it's something that you said earlier. I'm not going to let you walk away without talking about it right now. Both of these teams have what? Yes, you said it. You said it.
Ooh.
Engaged all week, engaged all day.
All their locker rooms.
Engagement is showing right here. Exactly.
The chemistry between these teams, you see it down in the clutch moments. They have shown up in just the chemistry between them being willing to make the right pass, trusting their teammates, the fluidity of their offenses and defenses, because these are two of the most engaged and active locker rooms that we've seen all week. For those who don't know, as we drop that fourth wall for a minute, the more active your locker room / group chat / sideline is in our Discord, the more chemistry your team builds for the week and can build for the season. So you may not have all the superstars, and that is not always the answer, but you can have chemistry. And these two teams, they've done just that. 17 points on the board for BC East, though. Let's talk about the game. AT Aliens, 10 points right now, 7-point lead. That's really nothing, but what do the AT Aliens need to do if they want to take home this championship here, Maestro?
The AT Aliens proved, as they proved in their semifinal game against the Yacht Club, which was actually my initial pick to take this tournament this weekend. They started off with a really huge deficit. Everyone's saying, "Oh, the game is over." You know how people always prematurely kind of put their stuff on the table. Next thing you know, they got explaining to do later. AT Aliens showed that they have the capacity to stay engaged with every game and able to walk a team down. If they continue to play their game, don't make any bad passes. Make sure that they stay in every possession. Beast of the East cannot get a big enough lead because the AT Aliens are going to be right there. So AT Aliens just need to trust where they are with their game.
All right. What about the other side? We got a minute to go in this one. Still an 8-point game now. As Frey Maxwell taking his matchup. He seemed very aggressive to start this one. What is Beast of the East, who has a lead right now? What are they going to need to do?
They're going to need to remain consistent. Now, by that, what I mean is this. What they have done all day, let's just going to give them credit for it. Beast of the East have managed to be a defensive stalwart all day in terms of making sure that they were playing from the lead, with the exception of what happened to them in the semifinal game. They need to make sure that they turn that around here, Yales, and give themselves an opportunity to stay consistent with their defense and make sure they turn those defensive stops into points, because the AT Aliens, as you know, can score in the transition. If the Beast of the East can slow that down, they're going to give themselves a better chance today.
Absolutely. Frey Maxwell from the top of the key there does not get that one to go again. Uber aggressive to start this one off. He's already got 8 points. Shot goes up. Rebound, Frey Maxwell. He's going to push it the other way. We're going to see if he's going to look and find his man. He does. He finds Willie Styles cutting to the basket. Willie Styles running the break.
And what we talk about the transition points, the AT Aliens can do. When they get out and start running, there's probably very few teams as good as them in SimWorld Prep.
Well, one of the things we can talk about this when we come back to for the second quarter, but they are so good defensively. Sometimes they have lapses, but they've got Ryan Toomey back there that's just the cleanup man on aisle 9, 10, and 11. You got Benjamin Alexander out there just getting after it defensively, as well as Torian Shelley and Willie Styles. Frey Maxwell even gets after it in moments there. This team's so good defensively they can force the break. You want to see them get out and run because that's where you get your easiest buckets. So I'm right there with you, Maestro. And what better team to run than one that forces those turnovers?
Absolutely. Turn those turnovers into points. For you give yourself a chance not only to steal a possession, but to steal buckets. That's exactly what you want to do to keep you above that 1 point per possession average.
Hey, we're in Miami, and you know we always get loose on Saturdays, and no one really tells me what to do. I talk how I want to talk. So as we tell the kids on defense, or we tell anybody that we're coaching, if I'm on that sideline, we tell them like we tell a woman in Vegas when it's too late. Turn over. Gotta turn them over. You got to turn them over. Gets another stop there, half court. He's going to throw it up. Gonna end with a 6-point lead. Can't get that one to go. We're off to a good championship game here in South Beach. Holla at us. We'll be back right after.
Hello guys, it's me, Coach Brooke Simpson of Lone Star Basketball Club. I always wanted to be a head coach, and SimWorld Sports is a great community that allows anyone to be a head coach. It's the only place where you can live coach games, you get to recruit players, and SimWorld Sports also has a very friendly community that will help you along the way. SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game, be the game.
Be sure to check out Rico on Clutch Time every Tuesday on SimWorld TV at 2 o'clock.
Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold you down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I recall? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? And don't be scared if I pass you the tool.
How y'all doing? We're here in South Beach for a great SimWorld Prep action. As you see at the top of that screen there, make sure you're tuned in for all the SimWorld TV shows, pods, whatever you need to do to show your support. I see some of y'all don't even know what the channels are. Y'all better get it together, my brother, because it is going down in the DMs. Most importantly, it's going down in the media feed. That's where you need to be. And we really needed this Miami break, man. It's cold everywhere, but it feels good here, Maestro.
I'm saying snowing places, all kinds of madness going on, and still prayers up for everybody out there on the West Coast fighting those Palisades and other fires going on the West Coast. Prayers up for everybody else there, you know. But yeah, everywhere else is cold, freezing, and internet's out, and McDonald's are closed, and can't get a Whataburger to save your life.
Oh, you're missing out if you can't get a Whataburger. I feel bad for you. Shout out Big Coach Simp in the building for that promo there. One of the people that have decided to show support to SimWorld vocally and visually on camera. We appreciate that. You collected your EMs for your contribution. Shout out to everyone else who's done that. Take a moment to thank everyone who is tuned in here across all platforms. YouTube, Facebook Gaming, LinkedIn, X, Instagram, and TikTok, at least for the next day. We'll see what's popping. I'm just going to ask somebody to come through. I hope he come through. If y'all like him or not, we need him to come through and keep TikTok rolling for us. We got one day. So we appreciate all of you guys who are tuned in, locked in with us here on a Saturday morning. Before y'all check in to all the SWFL action, you can cry about your losses and celebrate your wins. Just know the Texans are winning by 7+ today. I'm putting that out there.
Calling it.
Remember who told you. And that's not fan talk. That's just a spoiler alert.
Well, I'm going to give an absolute guarantee you can put money on right now, Yale.
What you got?
The Jets will not lose today.
Nah, man, you're right. They shouldn't play any more games. I get your point. They shouldn't even step foot onto the court. They're the same on the field. They're the same color as the field. They blend right in. That's my call as to why they lose.
You know what I'm saying?
So, 5-point game here in South Beach. At the line here, doing work. Make sure I know who this young man is. Gets the first one to go. And Maestro, recently Coach Drayton going to be going on to Syracuse, extending his coaching legacy. extending his coaching legacy after getting his feet wet here in SimWorld Prep. I don't know if we've ever really talked about this. See your view on that. Do you feel that some coaches, especially when they excel here at the SimWorld Prep level, he's won a championship here. It was formerly the Run to One or the Race to One before it moved on to being the Last Dance. He's one of the winningest coaches here in all of SimWorld Prep since SimWorld Prep came about. His teams are always super engaged, locked in. He's a great mentor and leader. Do you think that those kind of coaches, they should stay and be foundational pieces? And do you think that they go ahead and take the opportunity to move forward and see if they can give that influence at a higher level? What's your thoughts?
I'm really torn about it because I'm just going to get this out the way. I have much love for Coach Overtime. I love the fact that he puts so much energy, so much focus into the game, how he looks at the game from not only a macro level but a micro level too. And I love how he does that. So I'm backing all that to say this. I am excited to see what he's going to do at the next level. I selfishly welcome to see him challenge coaching at a higher level and even teaching, because I know he's going to keep teaching. Oh, my goodness. Don't bring no juice to a gym party, son. We don't play that around here. We know that he's going to keep teaching. We know that he's going to keep coaching. He's going to keep raising good young people all across the table to be citizens, right? However, that being said, I'm excited for him, and I'm glad he made that choice. Selfishly, yes, I would have loved to have seen him stay in prep because I love what he does. But for him, he's done everything that he needed to do on this level. So take that next step, Coach. Got your back. Always 100.
I got a follow-up question about that. But first, we're going to run this promo here and make sure it's taking a break. No SimWorld Prep next Saturday. No Prep Saturday. Make sure y'all are in the media feed. Y'all are talking, engaging with your team and everyone in our world, because that's what this is a community. Keep everything popping. But Big Yale's got to get some stuff in. And production, SimWorld TV has things going on that weekend. A little bit of an intermission, but we're going to follow up that following Saturday, February 1st, Canada. Oh, Canada! We're headed out to that Drake-sponsored arena out there, Sandy Shore Arena, I believe it's called. Local stream starting at 8 o'clock, championship game starting nationally broadcast at roughly 2 p.m. after everything else starts. So make sure you are tuned in, locked in for that one up in Canada before we make that big purchase.
That's right. Now the best thing about Canada, Yale?
What's that?
It's Canada.
I thought you were going to say the ladies. Oh, my God.
Hey,
my God. Hey, if we go, I don't know, SimWorld TV set us up. We're going to come from Miami to Canada? What are y'all doing? Y'all trying to get people in trouble here. Maestro.
Yeah, I'm trying to say.
Maestro. Moving on is Orion Toomey. Throws it down. He's up in the stars over in Azure Freaks.
Love it.
So my question, Coach Drayton here, doing a hell of a job with this team. You say, hey, you go on and do what you need to do. When you're coaching at such a high level as Isa's just shredding the zone to pieces. When you're coaching at such a high level, at the level that you are, he's going to go Syracuse. I don't believe that Syracuse has won a game yet in this SimWorld U season. If he goes there and struggles and can't turn it around, is that a detriment to his legacy?
Oh, absolutely not. At that level, there's so many other factors involved. When we start getting to SimWorld U level, we're talking about, not just the institution, but other things too. Oh my goodness gracious, get that bacon out of my cheese sandwich. There is an idea here that, wins and losses come down to just the coaching and the teaching, and you and I both know that's not true. But the reality of it for him is this. I have a hard time feeling that someone as talented of a tactician as Coach Drayton not making a positive impact on the Syracuse institution and getting that organization, and I'm calling it an organization on purpose, moving them in the right direction. I think it's going to be very impressive to see.
So you're saying they're not. You're betting on the fact that he's not even going to have that struggle when it comes to. He's going to go there. You're optimistic. He's going to go there and he's going to have success, despite the team being 0-276,239 right now.
And you know what? And I'll even say why. Drayton is a huge culture guy. He's always about the unity of the team and engagement, people being involved, people being committed, and people being vested, right? So he's going to determine very quickly who's going to be there with him and who's not going to be there with him. And he's not going to take any mess, right? It's going to be the cats who are going to engage, who are going to be vested, who are going to put in the work, do what they need to do, and also going to produce because of that engagement, as opposed to people who are just showing up because I got a jersey this week.
For sure. He's absolutely teaching culture, keeping that team engaged, locked in, and communicating, making sure that they can progress themselves. So I'm right there with you. I'll say this right now, though. Here's how we do this. If y'all have not seen it, to SimWorld Sports who has not seen how we do this, we getting down. We got a little something different going on. Shout out the chat. You got something you want to say, something you want to put out to the ether, something you want to say is someone's birthday. You want to give your girl, your partner a shout out, whatever you want to do. Put it in the chat. For the next 60 seconds, we get it in the chat. Let's make it next 24 seconds because I'm a Kobe fan.
There you go.
Next 24 seconds, it goes in the chat. We'll make sure we get it out live across the stream for you. We got you. We got you.
Talk about how much you feel in Maestro and what what he's putting down. You can go and say it. Don't be shy.
If you want to say Coach Drayton is an absolute bum, go for it. I'm not saying that anyone's going to say that. I'm just saying if you want to say it.
Fire up the grill. Let's go and get hot.
Beast of the East pulling away here, Maestro. How do you feel about the zone? The zone when it's not working. Like, do you believe teams should sit in the zone? Is it a as they call it just a stylish fad defense? Is it something you run in moments? Do you throw someone off kilter? Right now, we're seeing the AT Aliens getting beat down running this zone by a team that has all the offensive perimeter weapons to get it done, and they're doing it. What is your thoughts on that?
Well, again, and actually, you kind of just gave away the answer, to be honest with you there, Yales.
Time out, though. Hold that thought. We getting those shout-outs.
Yes,
we got a Honcho in the building. Says, shout out my UNC or my UNC. I don't know which one that is. Coach Heesh, appreciate you shouting out SimWorld in totality. We love it. Monte Parsons, shouting out Darius Carter. Welcome to Philadelphia. Coach Simpson, Trey DeRozan for Player of the Year. Yeah, he said it. Cyrus Jackson, Texas Tech on top. And lastly, we got some shenanigans. Lastly, we got Hanso on one more. Shout out to Max Preps for giving him an awesome rating. He got shouted out and promoted in Max Prep's article that he's super excited about that. We are excited for you too. Maestro, the zone. Talk about it.
So here's the deal. You have to know who you're zoning against and understand that you have to work harder in zone than you do in man. And a lot of teams don't realize that. So let's just get real about this. If you're gonna zone against Beast of the East, here's the problem. You got a team that can put two nearly 7-footers underneath with you if they wanted to, but when they're banging it from the outside, you're giving away buckets. And I'm just going to say, Coach Drees, I feel what you're talking about here. Zone is trash. If you don't play it right, it's absolutely trash. So we got shenanigans going on. My goodness gracious. Somebody getting distracted by that other court over there. And it's one of my favorite arenas because I love the double side court. I do. I really do. I've just always been in arenas that had that. I don't know why. I guess because it's more open space. I feel like I'm playing in a bigger space. I have no real reason why I like that, but I do. But yeah, so the idea in zone is you have to be willing to work harder than you do in man, because you not only have an every responsibility on the floor, but you also have an every responsibility in terms of ball movement, and you can't wait for the pass to happen, Yales. You have to go as the pass is starting and you see the direction going, you have to be moving. And a lot of players want to see where the ball is going to go before they react. And that 1/4 of a second or half a second is 5 seconds too long when you're playing against talent that is fast as you or faster.
Jordan Belmont going there, can't get it to go. Good defense at the rim there from Joey Justins, making sure that he can test high screen and roll. Gets him a little action, known as a shooter, but he's able to throw it down there, and that's something that he's been showing off in this tournament, is the ability to not only knock down the jumper, which he was originally known for, but he's put the ball on the floor. He's shown that defensive side capability to possibly be a 3-and-D player for someone in the future, not just in the SimWorld U level, but even at the SWBA level.
Absolutely. And you just said the magic terms. Scoring from multiple spots on the floor. 3 seconds don't count anymore. Scoring from multiple spots on the floor. Being able to show that you have to not only guard me here, but guard me there too. That way I'm in your head. I can now pick my point of attack.
Awful spacing here from the AT Aliens. I know that cannot be the shot that they were looking for. Coach Wood absolutely incensed on the sideline there as East of the East running the break there, getting out in transition. You don't want to give them any easier buckets there, as Benjamin Alexander seems to not give an F right now at all. That is 2 times, 3 times possibly in a row there what we've seen.
Yes. Come on. Yes. What they doing? What they doing?
I don't know. Everybody on this team is turned green, and watch Shrek. The trolling is a little bit too much right now.
Gracious.
They are down 16. No time for this. They've made a great comeback once already today, but let's not say you can do it again.
Beast of the East is not the team to be trifled with. With this sort of stuff, you can't not. Oh, yes, I'm almost said something very inappropriate. Beast of the East is not the team for you to FAFO right here, right now. Getting this the way it is, you just can't do that. This team has been so tough all day, Yels. They played the mental game, they played the physical game they've done, and the ATLs, I'm really surprised with the fact that they've been able to hang in the way they've been able to hang in to have these many lapses for this long. Coach needs to have some words with somebody.
Few words. I remember when I was in high school, I had a coach. He was about 5'1". We had some players on the team that were 5'8". I'm talking this is back in junior high at that. And he would pick them up by the collar of their jerseys, put them on the wall. Sometimes you got to go back to those days.
Well, you already know some of my coaches that I've had. Sister Mary Hamilton, one of them, but also another coach. I told the story to a lot of people. We won the state championship my sophomore year, and he made us run suicides. We were allowed to call him that back then. After the game, because he made us run one for every point we gave up in transition. It's after we won the championship game.
I tell you what, we got a good one here. 18-point game, but anything, as we know, can happen in SimWorld. We'll be right back after this.
See the game, be the game.
Hey, it's Henry Martell, and I just joined SimWorld Hoops. If you like hoops as much as art, then you gotta check them out. It's a Discord server, discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. It's really the ultimate virtual basketball experience. This isn't your average game. It's like stepping into your own basketball world. And whether you're like a player or a fan, it's time to see the game be the game.
I had an idea in my head. I pictured this going differently. I meant every word that I said. You should have spent more time listening. All the things that I put a hold on, all for you to hit me with a hold on. What made makes you so ready right now? After I waited on you for so long. Why you wanna be my love? Is it just for show? Why you wanna be my love? My love, my love, love. Why you wanna be my love? Is it just for show? Why you wanna be my love? My love, my love, love.
We're back in South Beach. Coach Drayton doing what he does best, coaching his team to perform well at the greatest top tier clutch moments. We go back to season 2 championship when Beast of the East won. I believe it was that year. I mean, what a well-coached game that was. And here we are in the tournament format here this year in SimWorld Prep. ATL's got some work to do. What does Coach Wood, Ryan Toomey, Frey Maxwell, Joey Justins and company, what do they need to do to get back in this game, Maestro?
They need to pull Beast of the East into a phone booth. And by that I mean this. They need to pull them into a phone booth, but this time, instead of standing in the phone booth with them, they need to be on the outside holding the door so that way they can make themselves more free. And how do they do that? They need to make sure that every shot that goes from Beast of the East, there's 3 purple jerseys underneath the rim, or at least if it's a long shot, doing a zone rebound move in order to get themselves, make Beast of the East one and done, and get out in transition no matter what. And if you can't get a chance to get a clean transition move, set up yourself a 3/4 court transition play, because that's going to be your advantage. Beasts of the East have 2 cats, 6'10" and 7'1", that can block you up on the inside, so you need to make space for yourself, especially if you're not shooting well from the outside. And for them, it all starts about, everything is going to start with how much they're going to commit to putting the feet into the shorts of Beasts of the East and playing defense.
Feet into the shorts? All I heard was putting a foot in their ass, Maestro. What does that mean?
Well, you know what? We can kick from that side too.
That's all I took from it. I'm assuming there's another meaning, but that's what I heard. I think that's what I would repeat back out to my players. Ryan Toomey, top of the key, kicks it to Benjamin Alexander. Benji A can't get room to operate there. Joey Justins looking for the high screen. He's going to take a step back over the 7-footer. What a shot of Ryan Toomey on the glass is going to get it to go. That's a good start. Getting on the boards. Yes. Now they got to come down on the other side and get some stops.
Win the boards. They have to. ATLs need to find a way to win the boards. Win the boards on the other side. Make sure Beast of the East is one and done, and win the boards on their side to get offensive rebounds. But they need to turn all those rebounds yells into points.
But first, you got to start with getting them rebounds. Do you not?
There
I had a chance to go into the SimWorld Head Coaches Association meeting room earlier today, and I was doing what I do on my soapbox, and I had a lot to say about that. And I know you brought it up so many times. You got to have possessions. You got to secure the glass. That's before you can make the shot. You got to secure the glass. So I'm right there with you.
You know, and Yels, you know this. Rebounding is about attitude, the willingness to put yourself in a position to do what you got to do to fight for that dirt, right? Fight for that dirt around the rim and be wise with it. Look at the rotation. Learn your guys' shots. You do this in the engagement part. You do this in the runs. Learn how the rotation makes the ball come off the rim. That's how you know how to start positioning yourself. And then it's more than just blocking out by physically putting your butt on somebody's hip. But sometimes it's very simply about making them follow you to one side of the rim while you rotating to the other side. Rebounding is just as effective if you make it an offensive step to the glass move if you have the ball trying to score.
I tell you, because I talk about you give all that great knowledge. Sometimes I just give my testimony. 5'9", I was one of the hardest people to keep off the glass that you would find. Yes, I had some bounce. No, not a whole lot of weight behind me. A little strong, but more important, like you said, I paid attention to the trajectory of the ball. I wanted to go get extra possessions. I was on the glass, so it's an IQ thing. But even more so than that, I call, we say defense. Defense is a hustle and an effort. Rebounding is a matter of pride to me. Are you going to say, hey, I'm not letting someone outwill me? It's absolute pride. So they need to get on the glass. We've talked about that enough. 18-point lead here is being held strong by Beasts of the East. AT Aliens looking better offensively. They had struggled to hit shots here, but they're still needing to get some stops, and they need to stay on that defensive and offensive glass.
Too slow on rotation. Too slow on rotation there. They got lucky with that particular stop, but they have to be a lot quicker. They have to be more aggressive on the defensive side. Yes, I apologize for cutting you off, but I just noticed in that particular move right there, they got lucky that the shot was missed, but they were too slow on rotation. They were too slow reacting to the ball going to the rim, because guess who can hurt you? The one with the ball. So you got to go there, especially when they get that close.
Yeah, and you didn't cut me off at all. I was done. Benjamin Alexander going to the rim here. Can't get that one to fall. 4 minutes left here. Losi Thomas working on the offense. On the defense, he's able to throw it down. Did not expect that type of bounce on that one. But great finish.
They're going to be slow in the rotation. Going to give me some of that.
And Maestro, talk to me a little bit. We saw that's a great block there by Ahon Waterhouse. This BC East defense getting after it here. Talk to me a little bit about that. We saw Losi Thomas get a small step on his man, but it was more, you talk about leverage. See if you can do it without using that word there, leverage. He had that step on his man, and he was able to use him. He had use his body and shield him to put himself between the man and goal. Talk a little bit about how important that is in basketball.
So let's square up. You're guarding me. Face up. I have the ball. What I want to do is get you to lean to one side, get you commit to lean to one side or the other. And my first step and dribble is going to be the opposite side. So let's say if you're leaning to my left, my first step is going to be with my left foot to your left back pocket. Why am I doing that? I'm going to make you have to turn your entire body around to get me. But I know once I make that step there, I have you. You are mine. You just don't know it yet. We might as well go get the honeymoon over with, because I'm going to get this bucket. Why? You can't catch me now. I'm already past you.
Hey, all my quotes, everything, they always lead back to women. You get it. We talked about turn them over. Same thing Coach used to tell me, and I turned it into my own quote. Hey, you get them on that back foot, turn to the side like you said. You got to open them up. Ladies, open them up. Open them up. You got to open your man up. He's right there on the side of you. Now you can drop that shoulder on him. James Harden wasn't faster than anyone, but as soon as he got them opened up, he gave him a little shoulder, got some separation, easy layup. Open them up.
And that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
AT Aliens at the line here. Frey Maxwell, 12 points in this one so far, 5 boards, 3 assists, not getting a whole lot of help from anyone else here in this one offensively, but more importantly, as we've already said, defensively, this ATL team is not looking how they've looked in this tournament so far. They seem a little tired. Look like tired legs out there. 1 for 7 from deep. 36% from the field. Tired legs could be the case.
You know what? Can I push back on the tired legs for just one little second here?
Go for it.
I think it's tired between the ears. I think when you play a certain way and have to live a certain way, your mental toughness breaks you down faster than your physical ability. Remember, they had the earlier semifinal game. So Beast of the East is coming off a very tight game, while AT Aliens were able to get their legs rested. To me, this is about Beast of the East staying mentally in the game, while the AT Aliens are trying to work their way mentally back into the game. It's just that Beast of the East are not giving them any box to check off because they're beating them mentally, they're beating them physically, they're beating them in transition, they're beating them to the boards, they're beating them with the shot, they're beating them on defense. All those different little mini spots that you look at to try to check off, we need to win some of these. Beast of the East is not giving it up. Okay, so because of that, Yells, I'm looking at the AT Aliens being taken out of their game. Let's forget about the shenanigans, but they're being out of their game right now. And guess what? If you're mentally defeated, physical is not that far behind.
19-point game here again. Lead being maintained by the Beasts of the East. AT Aliens back in the zone. Beasts of the East getting any jumper they want from the perimeter. It's just a matter of if they're going to make them or not. Lack of respect for the jumper of this Beasts of the East team. I don't know if that would be my strategy against a team full of perimeter-oriented players. But there's a lot of time left in this. As I always say, everyone likes to jump out and say it's a blowout, and this is over 20 points. It's five. Excuse me, I say five. That is, it can be as little as 5 possessions, honestly. Where it turns into a game. That's not much at all when you got 8-minute quarters.
And again, Yells, it comes back to what you brought up. Who wants it, right? Who's willing to do that digging? Who's willing to get in there, get the mud all the way up to above the elbow to make sure that I'm getting everything I can get out of this right now in this moment right here. Not in the next possession. Forget the last possession. This possession right here.
Just a little bit too much sauce on that when he had the early shot, but wanted the highlight. Took a step back, started over, and then had his shot just rim out, and we're back to a 20-point lead, 21-point lead, just like that.
That's going to make it a hard go for the AT Aliens. They're going to have to really dig in deep here in this last quarter, Yells, to get themselves not only back in this game, but to make it a game.
Asher Weaver here dribbling out of bounds. His brother here, we've been recently a topic of discussion when we talk about mental health in the game of basketball, as his brother Aiden Weaver stepped away from Alabama University just to get things going, and wishing the best for him. But 21-point game here, the heave is up. Not going to get it to go. We've got fourth quarter action, and I got a little clearance. I'm going to tell you right now, Maestro, you're not allowed to do it. I got this. I got clearance for the fourth quarter, I tell you.
Oh, you do? I need to get my own channel.
We'll be right back right after this.
Ooh, man, oh man, oh man. As of present, you getting nothing but Drayton, and more Drayton. And this is officially Off the Rim.
Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. Cause I'm tryna ball out. Come on if you bout it. But you better keep up. I'm not slowing down. I swear they gon' see us. Ain't no way around it.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10. Hello, I'm Himothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me. Feet on the floor. What they gon' say now? We came alone from last place, bottom to top of the fast pace. Out of this surf, I get touchdown. I take a loss, get it back 8. I'm in the gym putting numbers up. You never there, you got bad traits. Never excuses or cover ups. Learn from the losses and bad breaks. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10. Who said I wasn't him? Who said it? All this talk about who's on top and who's not. Miss me See me coming off the screen. Know I gave myself the green light. Catch a shoe from the three. If I'm not the one, it doesn't seem right. I need like 2, 4, 5, 6 in them rings. I'm talking back to back to back like 23. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Fourth quarter underway. You know what that means. I did get clearance. I am not worried about doing this now. You know what to do. Put those fours up. Put them up in the chat. I want to see nothing but fours because it's fourth quarter time.
I will not copy be run. 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 Okay. All right. Okay.
Joey Justin's there from three, probably his most open three of the tournament, and he was unable to get that to the go. But AT-Aliens, they got a break in stride here. They've got a chance to get back in this one. They have 7 minutes of focused, absolute focus and structured basketball they're going to have to play.
Oh, 100. You know what? There is negative room for error right now. And you have yourself in a position here where every second and every bucket is just another nail in your coffin. So what do you have to do? Score quick, press defense, force Beast of the East into bad shots. And you can do that if you stay focused. However, we're not seeing that. This possession here already taking way too long. Seconds matter, and you cannot give up time. It's not your friend right now.
You mean to tell me that more than one nail goes in a coffin if you want to keep it closed?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Big time finish there, and the Azure Freaks. They got the freak, like the freak of the weekend, like the. He gets it done on the follow.
Freaks come out at night.
They got some big boys up there in the middle for this Beast of the East team. You got the Azure Freaks. 6'9", I think he may be a little bit bigger than that. He's just 16 years old, so he's got some runway to keep growing. Then you've got Ahon Waterhouse, 7'1", which I think is legitimate. Yes. And he's only 16. So there's a bright future here. He's looking at Gonzaga. He's got Maryland looking at him. He's number 7 rebounder in all of SimWorld Prep and in the top 10 in blocks as well.
Just think of how much better he's going to be as he learns as he develops his footwork.
I'm just thinking about the two of them up front for the next season or two here in SimWorld Prep if they decide to stay. That's a formidable front court. I know a lot of people watch these games, and we've got the absolute best of the best on the planet in the entire Sim world here in SimWorld Prep. And then, watching college as well, you see a 7-footer, you get numb to it. This is not very common in the prep level to see someone 7'1" with actual skill at that.
Absolutely.
Big boys.
And someone that we did not mention, I apologize for that, is Tyree Moore for the Beast of the East, rocking it at 6'10".
And he can handle that ball, he can pass. Exactly. We've seen a couple of assists. He's actually downright scary. He's taking a little bit of a backseat to play some of that Coach Drayton team ball. Which if you're coming to Beast of the East, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna sacrifice of yourself for the greater of the team. That's the way that he operates. But he's still gonna put you in a position to shine. You're just not gonna go out there and dominate the ball. But all that being said, he had a big spotlight on him last year, and when he's needed to this season, he's looked incredible. 6'10", can put the ball on the floor, can shoot. Averages an assist a game, and he's playing limited minutes. He's absolutely scary, to be totally honest. If you want to know why he's still a composite ranked 75th player in the world right now, It's because he can get it done. Don't worry about the numbers. Stop stat watching. Stop stat watching.
Exactly. And you know
Guard
something?
him. Guard him. That's right. You wonder why somebody's ranked? Stop looking at the stats. Guard him.
Thank you. And oh, by the way, if you're going to play team ball in anybody's system, Coach Drayton is somebody whose system that I'm going to play team ball in because I'm going to get better, and B, I'm still going to be able to shine when I get my opportunity to shine.
Absolutely. 21-point game. ATL still struggling from deep. 2 of 11. They're going to need some outside shots to fall at some point if they're going to pull this out, and the game clock is obviously not on their side there. Beautiful move by Ryan Toomey, who will be joining Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Play alongside Royce Anderson, another SimWorld Prep alumni.
Come on to the dogs, baby. Come on to the dogs. Sick 'em.
Are they gonna get a little better than what they've been? I gotta ask, Maestro. I know we're always fans, but man, that's another air ball. Someone close that door. Are they going to be able to get it to? I mean, when I watch, I'll just be honest, which I'm always going to do. When I watch Georgia play, I see highlights. I see great play from Royce Anderson. I see lots of wonderful things from projected first-round pick and Darian Kenji Cross, brother of CKC. If you didn't know, and then I'm a big fan of Malik Carlos, sophomore. Doesn't get a whole lot of runs just yet, but. Are they going to be able to put together? Bringing in on Ryan Toomey. I haven't seen much else in the way of the recruiting class. I'm not sure if you've heard any rumors, but hey, here's a place to do it, man. What do you know about what's happening with Georgia in the future?
I'll tell you something right now. What the step, and I'm glad you said it the way you said it too. We see where we have those players with that ability, that we know what they've done at the prep level. We see how they translated to SimWorld U level and the abilities that they have to give us those highlights. The difference is, yes, and you put your thumb right on this, it doesn't happen together. And that, as a culture and engagement thing, to recognize who you are, who your teammates are, and more importantly, who you are together. And if Georgia can get that one other player that can be willing to be the adhesive to the other games, I think they're going to have a chance to sort of step up the same way I feel as though Drayton is going to do at Syracuse. I think that can happen there at Georgia.
Basketball is in fact a team game. Yes, you will have your stars, but it is a team game. I read here, shooting from deep, another 3 going down for BOE as they are Booker T and the Harlem Heat on WCW. They get what they want because they take what they want. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. I won't finish that on the air. I'm not allowed to say it, but they're getting every open jumper that they want. 8 of 19 from deep, 42%. Kyrie Brown, 6 for 10. Losi Thomas, 3 for 5 from deep. And ironically, they're the only 2 who have hit threes, but those corners have been, they've been a late night massage parlor for this team.
Oh, goodness, you ain't never been more right.
Well, when we take a break here, we're going to stay with it. We want to tell you, make sure that you are tuned in with us. New Mexico at Michigan State, Monday night SimWorld TV action. Make sure you're tuned in to that. SimWorld U will be back in this. As we said once before, SimWorld Prep coming back after hiatus, February 1st, Saturday, Canada Flight Tournament. Make sure that you're in the building for that one and tuned in.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Defending every pass was beat, but what you do, use your length to stretch your arms out there. You make
went off
that
of
commitment.
ATL too. That went off of their hand. I didn't realize that.
Ahan Waterhouse was beaten. He did not give up on the play. He used his length. He used that 7'1" frame and that wingspan of like 27,000 feet. Stretched out there, knocked the ball off, go off the AT Aliens player. That's how you stay in every. I cannot say this enough. Yes, I'm yelling. I apologize because I'm too busy looking at the cool crew necks on the sideline there under the goal. You stay in every possession counts. This possession is the most important possession you're going to play today. This possession, the one that is right here.
Agreed. Nazure Freak's getting it going here, getting some shine. And this is what we're talking about, Coach Drayton, getting everybody an opportunity to be seen by the scouts. Looks like it's Nazure time, who's had an excellent game. 14 points, looking at a double-double, staring it right down the throat with 9 rebounds. See a pretty move there. And Trayvon Patrick, thought we'd see more of him this season. Don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I wonder if he was battling something. It's really weird. I feel the exact same way you do. Was thinking we're going to get a lot more of him. I thought he was going to be more of an impact player there for the AT Aliens. I don't know if he's got a little nagging thing going on or something going on. It's just not quite making it up to the level of an injury or anything like that. But it just kind of makes you wonder when you see somebody who has that type of ability, as you pointed out, not there as consistently as we would expect him to be. And I mean, at any given point this season.
Hey. Not sure. Tell you what, if you like what you're looking at though right now, we may not like what's going on with Trayvon Patrick. You need to smash that like button. You need to hit that share button and share it with someone. You need to do all of those things. Make sure you got your noties on. People are like, where's the game going on? Who's playing? Did we move on? Use the tools. Use the tools. We live in a technically sound and advanced environment. Use it all, it's there for you. We got lots happening here for you. Furthermore, if you are enjoying your SimWorld experience and you know what this is on the planet, the ultimate role-playing experience, don't play yourself. Invite others to be a part of the show with you. 5,000 EMs for head coaches, signing bonus, 5,000 EM for referrals. And if you want to be a super fan, just cheer someone on. Hey, we got some EMs for you there too. If you need to know what an EM is, it's an engagement. Engagement. That's pretty slick, ain't it?
I love it. I love it. You know how we used to text back in my day, Yells? It was actually a post-it note on the fridge.
Post-it note on the fridge? That's a lot different than what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say wooden stylus and papyrus tablets.
Well, that was actually, chatting.
Maintain 21-point lead here, all the way dating back to the first half here. Beast of the East just absolute route, putting it all on display. I do believe, let me get my notes together here to make sure I'm not inaccurate. They do have no, they don't. They do not have a tournament win yet this season, do they?
But you do not. This will be their first, yes. This will be their
first of the season, but they are doing well. Again, staring at these notes here. Dance score, not bad at all. They're in the running here. Philadelphia leading the way along with the Yacht Club, who failed to advance here. We'll see where everyone lands after this. Yacht Club will likely be ahead due to their wins. Got them 5 up there. You got the Rain and Trades. You got a few more tournaments left on the season. Beast of the East is going to end up right there. But yeah, last few tournaments of the season upcoming. Very soon, we already talked about the Canada flight. You got the Bloomington Battlegrounds. Mina Mirage headed out to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and then the Invitational. We get to head out to Hawaii. Yes, I get to rock my Ula Fala. And we go for the layup Invitational before the last dance. So, a lot going on here. A few seconds here. I want to thank you, Maestro, as usual, for joining here on SimWorld Prep Saturday. I want to thank everybody for being tuned in. Shout out to AT Aliens making it to the championship. Hold your head high. You made it this far. Shout out to all the teams here. But right now, we're celebrating Coach Drayton, Kyrie Brown, Losi Thomas, Jordan, the Wolf on Ball Street, Belmont, and everyone else on this BC East team for winning the championship here at the South Beach Showdown. For Maestro, I'm Yells. This has been SimWorld Sports, SimWorld TV, the only place where you can see the game. Go Texans!
This has been a presentation